Alright guys, I said we'd continue. This is another video on the SH Figuarts young version of Gojo. I wanted to see if he can do head swaps amongst these Gojo figures right here, and then same thing with hands, in case these pockets are viable on these guys, which I'm very curious about, and I'm pretty sure there's people out there that are curious as well. So yeah guys, I don't have the original unfortunately, but at the same time I really don't care. Like I said, his skin looked way too pale and dead. Same thing with the hair. I just didn't like that figure, the way he looked. But this one is the same version. I remember I had the original and they actually were able to head swap. So this one will be a placeholder for both Zero and the original Gojo. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and see if they can head swap. Alright guys, starting with the new SH Figuarts high school version, or younger version of Gojo right here. We do see the peg. It does look slightly different, so I'm not sure if this is going to fit. But we are going to see. This is why we're here. So let's go ahead and see if he pegs in. Looks like the joint might be a little tighter. Give me one sec. Alright guys, so I tried putting the head inside. I did take off the faceplate to try to get a bigger grip. Unfortunately, this head sculpt does not peg on the JJK0 Gojo right here. The peg on this new one is too small, and you can see it has the engineering of a 3.0 like from Dragon Ball. So it's really going to be hard to peg this in. Reason being, I can't soften this plastic. It's a different type of plastic, or using a blow dryer. So yeah, I mean, if you want to see what it looks like, it'll be right here. So it does sit a little heavy, or top heavy. Not top heavy, I'm sorry. It looks very long. But that's how you'll look more or less, which looks pretty cool. I can't lie, I really wish it was compatible, but unfortunately it's not. So same thing with while we're here, I do have him like he's in his pocket. So here we have a right hand that from the new one that I'm going to be trying onto the JJK0. Same thing with the hand, I'm going to be testing it. So let's see. Oh no, this looks way too big, guys. If I put it in, it may work, but it's going to stretch the plastic out like crazy. So I don't know if I want to try that. Let me see. No, it doesn't. I need to use some more water. Oh, okay. It worked right there. So yeah, this is the new one right here on the JJK0 figure. Let me go ahead and put the head back because he looks silly. But yeah, so that means, well, the plastic is going to stretch, so I have to be quick with this. But you can peg this in with hot water. It's just going to stretch the plastic out because this joint on this one is bigger. So that means you can have this cool phone if you want it on the JJK0 version, or the pocket one, which is more relevant. So just imagine I have it like this and then kind of go like that, which is pretty cool. You can see the blue is a different color to it. So sorry about that, didn't mean to drop it. But yeah, let me go ahead and remove this now because I do not want the peg to stretch. But yeah. So the hand does work, the head does not on the JJK0 version. So yeah, we tested that right now. Let's go ahead and try the Figma version. Alright guys, next up we're going to be trying the Figma version. Let's go ahead and grab the headpiece. This is from the new one, like I said. So we're going to see if it works. No, it does not. The joint is even bigger than the JJK0 version. But if you want to go ahead and see what it looks like, let me see if I can. This is pretty much what he'd look like, which is pretty cool. But guys, I mean, there's people out there that want to see this, but the Figma version has its own glasses, so you really don't need this. The glasses are slightly different, but yeah, there they go. So it does not work as well. So this head is not compatible with any Figma or SH Figuarts, and like I said, this one counts for both the new one and the original. So yeah, it's not gonna work, unfortunately. The neck is smaller on this one, and the other two have it way bigger. However, the hand did work on this one from the new one. So yeah, that's something you need to know. But the plastic will stretch out, so be wary of that. And let's go ahead and see that. Sorry about that, guys, don't mind the noise. Again, I apologize. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and try the Figma version. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the hand, and let's say I just want to put this phone. Let's see if it works. Okay, it does not work. You can just kind of have it laying. Let me go ahead and put this because it looks silly as well. But yeah, I mean, if you just want, I mean, if you do a modification, you can. This one will not work, so you know for sure. It's very, very loose. But I mean, if you want to just have it like this, you can. But it's not going to work. It comes off easily. So let's go ahead and reach our summarize. Let's go ahead and summarize rather. So the head on the new one does not fit on the JJK0. Does not fit on the Figma. The hands from the new one do fit the new one, but it will stretch the plastic out. Be aware of that. And then also for the Figma, it does not work. So the joint is way too loose. So Figma right now has a 0 out of 2, and the new one, or the JJK0, has a 1 out of 2, which is the hands being able to work. So yeah, let's go ahead and vice versa. Let's do vice versa rather. All right, guys, now what we're going to be trying is the head sculpts from the other figures onto the young version. So let's go ahead and take this one off the JJK0 and see if it pegs into this one, which I'm curious about. Okay, it does not peg in. I thought it did for a second. You can see it lays flat on there. It does come off, as you can see right here, but it lays on if you just want it like that, which is pretty cool. He looks awesome, I can't lie. But yeah, it does not work. You can see right there, the peg is too small. But if you kind of force it down, it has a little bit of friction on the neck, so it can kind of stay there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, it does not work. So yeah, let's go ahead and put that back. All right, let's put them to the side, and let's go ahead and try the Figma version as well. This always happens. Do have my tool here. Give me one sec. All right, there you go. So yeah, I'm fairly certain it's gonna be the same thing, but let's go ahead and see. Yeah, so the heads are just way too big. They just lay flat on the new one. The new one has a very small neck peg, but yeah, you can see right there, it looks pretty damn cool if you could do it. But I like to show you guys nevertheless to see if it can work. All right, so that is the Figma version. So both heads do not work. They just lay flat onto the figure, which is pretty much it. So next thing we will be trying. All right, guys, next what we're going to try. So the heads do not work on the new one. They just lay flat, like I said. That's all that's going to be possible. But now I'm curious about the hands. So let's go ahead and remove it off the new one. So here we have a JJK0 hand. I'm going to go ahead and peg in the blast because this is something you never know if you'd want to do, which is awesome. And let's see. So that is a no, guys. Let me go ahead and peg this back. I'm sorry, guys. So it does not work. He does lay loose. You can see right there. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to just have it flat, you can. If you don't move it right there. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, it does not work. Same thing with Figma, I'm assuming. It's not going to be any relevance because Figma doesn't have anything going for it rather than, or compared to the JJK0 where he has a blast. But let's go ahead and see. You never know. Oh no, the peg is it's way too thin, guys. You can see right there. I'm going to end up stretching the plastic like crazy. So I'm not even going to try that. I don't think that's going to work. You can see the ball joint, and then the Figma is a hinge. So they are very, very different. Yeah, guys. So that's everything I've tried. Those are the two Gojos that I have. And like I said, anything that does not work on this figure from this one, it's the same thing as the original. They both had the same joints. So yeah. Alright, guys. That is pretty much the end. I just want to do a quick video to see if they were compatible amongst each other. They are not. I did try the faceplates as well. They are very, very different. Like, let's say the new one onto this figuarts. It's a very, very different sculpt. He has pegs right here and then right here on the top. So they are not compatible with this one. I'll go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Because you can see right there. It's the same thing almost. But the pegs are very, very small on the JJK0 version. So that means that this will not peg in. So look, I'm going to go ahead and show you. You can see right there. The holes are too small and these pegs are too big. So yeah, there you go. Does not work. But yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. So what we have to summarize is starting it off on this head sculpt from the new one onto these are not compatible at all. This neck peg is way too thin, way too small. And then the hands on this one are peggable on this one, but it will stretch out the plastic. And on this one, it does not work. And then vice versa for these two head sculpts do not work on the new one. They just lay flat on top because the holes are too big. And the hand on this one did not work on him as well to the new one, because this one right here was way too big, so it's very, very loose. You'd have to modify it if you wanted it to work. And then this one I didn't even bother trying because it was on a hinge. It's very, very small. But yeah, guys, I really hope this helped. I really hope this answered some questions for some people, and including myself. I was curious to see if he was able to swap amongst parts, and the only thing that really worked was honestly the hands from the new one working on the JJK0 version. That's pretty much it, guys. But I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I showed you guys. I'm hoping this will answer your questions, like I said. And I'm really hoping the video was informative. So yeah, please like and subscribe so I can do more in the future. And I really hope you guys have a great day. Take care, guys.